The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 7 of the Formal Gamer Podcast. Dante and Grot must clear a blight from the land of Helland Scar. And who is the mysterious Sumrar? Her presence can only add to the chaos. Will they defeat the darkness before it overtakes their souls? Can they stop a cannibalistic cult dedicated to demonic forces? Or will Dante's lust for flesh be their undoing?
Hi guys, welcome to episode 13 of season 7 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Yes, Robin does have his mic issues for the first half of this episode again, and in true Robin style, I cannot explain why he had his mic turned off for so long. He is a special creature, but he does sort it out for the last 20 minutes, and that is one explosive end to this week's episode. This is the penultimate episode of this season, so I hope you enjoy the episode. And welcome back to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. So, at the end of last week's episode, we had a huge battle against Mikla of Herlev. It involved people falling through floors onto pianos. It involved fire. It involved jumping in pits. Grenades. People having their throats bitten out. And it ended with...
No, it didn't.
No. There was a bit of cuddling.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Dante was cuddling him in midair.
Yeah.
A symbolic
A
embrace.
mid-air embrace, yes.
Yeah.
I think an embrace that said a lot more than maybe Dante intended it to. And it ended with Dante finding himself compelled to eat a bag of ash, which screamed at him, and he will not have to explain how that made him feel to the other players, because they were not there, but they heard the screams of 1,000 voices as
Well,
he
we
ate
were
it.
there literally and
But
geographically.
Yes, but not inside Dante's head. Yes, sorry, that is a good point.
Yes.
The players saw something happen, but what Dante experienced, he will not have to say.
There were a lot of black ghost monsters flying about.
And through repeated chanting, it appears that Mikla of Herlev has exploded.
Yeah.
He has blown himself up.
Into meat chunks, or he just has been
Into
black shadows?
Into black shadows. Then no part of his body seems to remain. And it's like a force of air. It's not like a I think it's a good point by Sumra. It is not like an explosion inside him. It doesn't seem like a physical explosion. Now, I would like you all to roll up a d4 first of all. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be the direction you're going to fly. Now, Sumra, don't throw your dice around quite yet. 1 means going to the left, back along the balcony. 3 means going right, back along the balcony. 2 is going straight forward off the balcony.
Off the balcony.
Off the balcony, you'll get a chance to make a grab. 4 means going backwards through the glass window and possibly down the stairs.
On the piano.
No, the piano's around another room. You'll be in the hallway in the atrium.
Yeah, okay.
So, Grot, can you roll up first?
1.
Grot, you're going to the left.
Like a cat.
You'll be taking some damage, and before no one else roll. I don't want anyone else to roll yet. And Grot, you take 4 damage.
to redo it. Wonderful. I'll accept your
Full
full damage.
Dante.
A 3.
3. And that's very good for Dante. He's gone right, and he is going to take 9 damage.
9.
Grot did very well with 2 2s on the D6s. A 5 and a 4 for Dante. And Sumra is going to roll up her D4 now.
3.
A 3, and she goes to the right as well. Everyone stays on the balcony. And she takes 5 damage.
I'm down to... Yeah, I'm blooded.
And
Below blooded, actually, quite a lot.
I would like you all to roll D20s, please.
Dante... Of course I do. A 5.
20.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
16.
And Sumra and Grot hear screams from the villagers. From the village where Jerem's smokehouse is, they can hear screaming and crashing.
Huh.
Indeed.
Dante, that's what Dante says because he doesn't
No,
hear
he
any of that.
doesn't. Dante cannot say such a word.
Has
as that
Dante
anymore.
got tinnitus right now?
Indeed. Yes, Dante is just, as he's almost oblivious to what's going on. So, obviously, you can stay here and investigate Mikola's house. You can hear screaming and crashing from the village, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll be 4 turns of double movement.
Can Dante roll a perception?
Yes. You just did.
Or insight. 3. No, fuck it. Doesn't matter.
Sumra,
is he dead, do you think?
Fucking hell, I got a 1.
Grot, is he dead, do you think?
No, I don't know.
Fuck, a 1, a 4, and a 5.
Look, all I know is there are some villagers screaming. There's probably more action going down.
What was the sound?
Okay, now, are you down the stairs now or over the balcony in a way?
As they do it, Dante's screaming, I wanted to... Oh, sorry. I wanted to kill him!
Okay, Sumra has already set off running. Dante is cursing his luck at not being able to personally take down Mikola of Herlev. Whether Mikola is even dead or not, we do not know. We know that Mikola is not here at the moment. And Grot, where are you going?
So if I jump down, would I save?
You would manage to save a turn. You would only take... In fact, it's going to take an extra... Yeah, it'll take 5 turns for you to get over there. It'll take...
I'm going to try and jump down and maybe
roll an acrobat.
off the end. Well, I was going to try and go off the end of the balcony, grab onto the brickwork, and kind of cat bounce backwards.
The balcony is just open air in front of it. Do you mean turn around and sort of...
Yeah, I thought running off the sides because it's adjacent to a wall, right? So if I...
Oh, yeah, there's not a wall opposite it.
No. But so if I run along the balcony, it's going to get to the point where it just ends.
Yes.
And there's a wall.
Yes.
Carry on going.
And you want to slide down that? Yeah, you can do that. Yep.
Okay.
Sort of slide down, roll an acrobatics. I like that.
Oh no!
Is that a botch?
No, it's all right. It's 2 plus 6, 8. Which was
Okay, that is a fail, but it means you're gonna land. You'll still be ahead of Sumra, but with 2 extra damage.
Stub my toe on the way
You
down.
land in a bit of a heap, hurt your ankle. You jar your knee a little bit, and every step it feels like it's just giving way on you a little bit
You're
for a
lucky,
second.
that could have been a lot worse. You're a story up.
Yeah, 1d4 for and Dante, are you heading off as well?
After remonstrating with the ground, yes, but I'm not going to be jumping down. I take a look over the side, have a look at Grot, go, silly cat, and then follow
Okay.
Sumra.
So Grot is in the lead, heading across. You can either run straight across the fields, which will take you to the village, but obviously you can't see what's going on, or you can run down the drive and along the road. Straight across the fields is probably quicker, but you won't be able to see what's going on, and you'll have to hop the fence at the end to see
And
what's
still
going
no
on.
one
What
come
time
out
is-
into the house.
What,
No, the house is completely empty the whole time you've been here.
What kind of time difference between the two parts?
It's going to be a little bit longer for you to go down the path, maybe an extra turn. You'll be an extra sort of 10, 15 seconds
I'm
behind
going
them.
to run straight down.
Straight across the... So you see Grot halfway across the field, and you come out the door and you head straight off him across the field. Dante, same route as well?
yeah.
Okay, you're all barreling across the field, and you can hear, as you get closer, screams, like blood-curdling screams, and you can just hear things being smashed. You can see above the fence bits of wood flying in the air.
Oh shit! This looks like a big boy we're dealing with.
God, it might be the cockaroo.
I mean, he doesn't sound as scary when you say it.
I'm going to say, I'm not sure Dante can shout
he-
far enough to get to him at the moment. Dante and Sumra are closer to each other.
Okay.
And Grot's further ahead. So Grot, we'll cut ahead. You're approaching the fence, and you can just hear screaming.
Can I see through the fence if I get up to it?
No.
I'm going to just peek over the top of it before I jump over it.
Okay, you jump up and hold on for a second to have a little look. Roll me a perception to see what you can see in that time.
Oh no!
5.
9.
9. So in that time, you just see villagers running for their lives, and behind a building, you hear some destruction.
Okay.
You can't see what's causing it.
Is a villager close enough that I can shout at them?
Probably, but where they're going to pay attention, they're running for their lives. The chance of you catching their attention is very slim.
I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to say, "Hey, what's happening?" Oh, it's not done well.
And they're just screaming and running.
It's not
straight
going to happen
past.
anyway.
They're just running off.
Fine, Grot will go find out for himself, shall he? So you think there was a bunch of the actions happening down an alley?
Well, not down there, behind the building. You can see a house behind it. You can just see wood flying and a body
How
flying.
tall is this building?
A double story.
I'm climbing it. That's going to be my destination.
Okay, so you're running straight for the building where this thing is, whatever's going on behind it.
So
okay.
if it's behind it, yeah, climb up my side.
Okay, so Dante and Sumra, you're at the fence. Over it, through it.
Oh yeah, we thought, because it's not very flimsy. It's quite flimsy,
No,
isn't it?
they're
Dante would run through it.
Okay, you're side by side, and if you both put your shoulders down, roll me d20s. The only thing you'll fail on is a 1.
10. 10. Nice,
And-
bro.
Yeah, working as a team.
Yeah,
that's not good.
The Paladin and the Vryloka at the same time drop their shoulders, knock over the fence, and a through and a straight behind Grot, and you've caught up with him because he took the extra time to pause. And you're just behind him, and you see Grot approach the side of a building. Grot's going to try and go up it. He's going to roll me a d20.
Did we jump over the river, did we? The stream.
There wasn't this bit on this side.
Oh, right.
Didn't run this side. This is where Grot came over the first time, this bit.
22.
And Grot is up the side of this building like a monkey, straight up the side. And it's got a small pitched roof, and you can climb to top of that pitched roof. What are you two doing?
You go left.
Yeah, I go left.
So Sumra heads to the left, Dante heads to the right. So you've actually managed to circle at exactly the same time, and all of you, almost at exactly the same point, see what you are now led to believe is the Callycoo. And it is about 15 to 20 feet tall.
Oh shit!
15 to 20 feet tall.
That's so
Nobody
big.
mentioned how tall it was.
Well, do you remember when you went and met
Oh
King
yeah,
Uxay?
it can go big.
King Uxay could
Yeah.
expand and enlarge in size, and the Callycoo,
Is one of them.
one of them. Yeah. And you can tell straight away it's a Duergar. The same white bald head, the same white eyes, but like a beard of red, gold, and orange fire. Like the colours of fire. And then a headdress of those pure black feathers coming off it. If you didn't know what a Duergar was, you would think it was a beast. It's only because your experiences with them that you would recognise it as
the
a
feathers
Duergar.
just on the circlet on its head.
They're a headdress. It's not
Alright,
a circlet.
sorry.
It's a headdress.
Is that the only place the feathers are?
That you can see, yes.
Right.
And then apart from that, just wearing a black, layered black cloaks with a one of the hooked axes that you saw down in Duergar layers in each hand, and it is fighting a group of miners led by a Mr. Popov.
Oh wait,
Badass.
we got to stay back and watch what happens. This is gonna be awesome, guys.
Do I get any Vryloka ping?
Off the Callycoo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Am I getting a Vryloka ping off him?
Just the feeling you got from Desjardins before, and this seems to be a similar feeling, that though you can tell there's something to do with the Vryloka, no, they don't ping like a Vryloka to you. It doesn't smell like this is a Vryloka, that they feast on blood, or they live in the same way the Vryloka do.
It is weird that they have these champion sort of bodyguard people that aren't Vryloka.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's really
Okay.
weird. I don't know anything about it, Danny. Let's
So,
deal with this.
are you going to get involved in this fight? Are you guys going to get involved at all?
Sumra runs over immediately.
Okay, then you're going to need to roll a d20 to see your initiative, and I'm going to need to get a pen and paper. So, Sumra, you're running over straight into battle, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Grot,
How close is Jared's
Jerem's
bar?
bar, a turn, a double movement turn.
to get a drink?
Yep, I'm out there. I'm heading to Jerem's.
Okay, so Grot will do your bit completely separately in a moment.
DM, are you happy about that?
I don't understand.
You gave me a stressed look of like, oh, okay.
Okay, no, let's redo that in a second. And Dante, what are you doing?
I'm too sore for this shit. But I run.
All right, so he's
run.
too sore for this shit, but he's not too sore to do it. So he's getting involved.
How's
Okay.
Dante's voice on the podcast?
Oh, I haven't actually checked that because I'm looking at my stats. Yeah, it looks all right.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to tell because it's disappeared after our conversation.
I can tell you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this up for the rest of the seasons.
It's a bit quiet.
I thought it might
It's
be.
not bad, actually. It's not as bad as I thought.
I mean, it's supposed to be quiet at the moment.
Okay, so as you run over, the Callycoo You see it launch an attack against the... there's 9 miners who they're fighting. 4 of them are dwarfs, 5 of them are half-orcs. Same sort of types that you've seen before. Ones with picks, ones with...
Is that including Popov or not?
No, Popov, there's 9 and Popov. There's a guy who's got a big double-handed sword. There's one who's got like a curved sword. There's dwarfs of all kinds there. They're fighting like mad. And the Callycoo swings one mighty hand with one of these axes into battle against them.
So, question: when the Duergar get bigger, sorry, go on. What is it?
What's up?
Do their weapons get bigger as well, or is it just them?
You don't know. You've not seen him get bigger, but the King Uxay's stuff seems to get bigger with him.
Is it a normal size axe he's holding then, or is it?
No, they're big axes.
Right. Okay.
And they do to those guys. D10. 9. Okay, so you watch as he swings and just cuts one miner in half with an axe. There were 9 miners fighting. There are now 8 miners fighting.
Wait a minute, that wasn't Bob, was it?
No, Bob isn't with these guys.
Oh my god, Grot turned round to look, and it was like, oh no, he's not
a
there.
torso skid in front of Grot as he was running, and he jumped over it. And you heard it mouthing some some words, and Grot looked down and was like, oh no, it's not. It doesn't matter, it's not Bob. So Grot will deal with your thing slightly separately. Okay. And the Callycoo then swings its axe again at another miner, because he gets double attacks, and that miner is able to jump out of the way slightly. It is now Sumra, your turn.
Okay. How far away am I from the Callycoo?
Oh, you come out of the building and you're within... If you move, you'll be able to attack.
Okay. I'm going to use Crown of Madness.
Okay, I don't think you've recharged that. We've not slept since you last used it, I don't believe.
Oh, okay.
What powers do you have left?
Oh, no, hang on, no, we slept down... You slept down in the Duergar, didn't you?
Did he use the crown? Did he try and use the Crown of Madness on?
No, he didn't.
No, I don't think I did.
No, I think you're fine. Sorry, I believe you're right. That was my fault. You used it last time on those miners, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to try and use this on the Callycoo.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, interesting. Go for it. Is that what have I got to roll? So that's a save against being charmed.
Yeah.
And the Callycoo has advantage on those saves.
Ooh.
And passes. The Crown of Madness you see form around the Callycoo's head, and it resists.
Grot's not here, so I'll say it. Oh, shit.
That is Grot's catchphrase. Dante, your turn.
So I've just seen this Crown of Madness stop working or not work.
You see nothing particularly because nothing happened.
Just before insight, let me roll first. 17 insight to see how much damage though the attack that killed that thing did. That the Callycoo would have done on the miner. How much that would have been to kill him?
How much it would have been to kill a miner? Well, you fought the miners before, but these guys look a little bit less armoured. What's your health?
At the moment, 25, I think, with the plus from the blood. Does that maintain, or are they just temporary, those points?
No, you're still fine.
Yeah, to 25.
You think if you took 2 of those, you'd be dead. So if that Callycoo hits you twice, you're out of here.
Sumra, problem solved.
Okay, Dante, what are you going to do?
You see, the tricky thing is, this guy works for the Vryloka, and Dante doesn't like the Vryloka, but he's not a Vryloka. So, am I going to risk dying? Is Dante going to risk dying?
Like he's
and
not
saving these villagers?
Well,
Well, we know what Dante is. Come on, Grot may be a bugbear murderer, but he's the good guy in this. It's true. I mean, what is Dante's end goal?
He used to be trying to be good, but he's become a lot more jaded as he's
Jaded.
Jaded is like a bit cynical. I think Dante's got about cynical, lawful cynical.
Are there any thrown weapons like lying around or anything?
Yeah, so, half of mine is legs.
Give me a perception check.
12.
Only improvised ones that would get you do a 4 damage.
Is the miner that got killed, is his weapon there? Maybe you could pick it up and throw it.
Unfortunately, it's not
Right.
not a thrown weapon. It's a large sort of a pick. You wouldn't be particularly well thrown.
Okay. I move forward to within melee range, but I maintain a guarded pose.
And don't attack it.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. And that takes us to Popov. Popov attacks the Callycoo and is successful in hitting the Callycoo. And does... I've got to roll that dice again, it turns out, because I didn't remember their damage. 2, 4, 7, 9. And does a chunk of damage. The Callycoo screams in pain. You hear him yell in the Duergar language that you heard before. And now I've got to do a minus number. I haven't done maths in a second.
How near to Popov?
I added it on. I just made it tell higher.
Let's get that right, yeah?
I was looking at it, I was going, fucking hell, that's going to be tough now. It's got more help. Oh, right, I've gone the wrong way with that. Genuinely forgot.
How close to Popov is Dante?
You're sort of round the other side, you're probably 15 feet away.
And I'm next to
Sumra's a bit further back, because Sumra did her magic from the distance.
Oh, not being able to shout is really annoying.
Okay, and
Hand signal me? Or...
the miners are going to attack now.
I think the amount of time it would take me to hand signal a message to you is not practical.
And the miners manage to launch a successful attack, and they do... 6. And they manage to take another chunk of 2 of them, manage to circle round. I'm using them like a swarm attack. They were rolled as 1 to save us.
So they're quite organised in that attack.
I mean, like 2 of them just happen to run up at the same point,
Yeah.
and the Callycoo's not able to deflect them. The Callycoo then obviously is going to take a sweep 4. Now, let's see if the Callycoo realises what Sumra was trying to do. The Callycoo doesn't and just goes to attack the miners again, who've hurt him.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Yeah, and that is another successful attack. You don't want to get hit by that one. Okay. And with the pick sweeping one way, another miner is popped in half completely, and the Callycoo attacks again with a double attack. So 2 miners are already dead. And unfortunately that's successful again. Ooh. Oh my lord. Right, and with the pick straight in the side of one miner's head, it comes through that miner's head and smashes another miner in the head. He has 2 on 1 pick, and 2 more miners are dead.
How many are you down to then? 6?
4 miners have died.
Yes, we're up to 6, are we?
No, 5 left. There are 9
5
of them.
and Popov.
Oh, including Popov, sorry.
Yeah, so 6 with Popov. Sumra, it's your turn.
Dante's pointing up to the sky.
I wish I could fly.
Dante's like,
I'm going to do a perception.
Well, you could... oh, okay, yeah, go on.
To see
with
if I can-
insight. Maybe insight.
to
What-
s-
Grot, stop it. You ran away. You suffer the consequences of running
To
away.
see if I can see anything that I could use to damage.
Okay, well, anything in the surrounding area?
Yeah, exactly. Or
A 4!
Nothing you see. You're outside sort of fighting around in sort of an open area.
Okay.
Nothing that you can tell.
Okay. I look up to where Dante is.
I was pointing at his head.
Okay, you can see... You look up and there's nothing particularly there.
I thought Dante was pointing at Io.
In that case, I'm going to do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay,
It's a dexterity saving throw.
alright. So, I roll a dex saving throw. I don't have advantage on that. And I've not saved.
What does
So-
Hellish Rebuke do?
2d10 fire damage.
Nice.
2d10 fire damage.
Roll it.
So what do you want to do, Sumra? It's your turn.
So I'm gonna move in to the side of his leg, that's
Right.
closest to me, and I'm gonna signal to Dante to chop down a tree.
Right.
And I'm gonna attack his tree like I'm chopping down a tree.
I like that you two pointing to each other. I like no one's got any idea what the other one wants them to do.
Dante's literally there shaking his head and pointing up at the face.
Okay, roll up the first attack. Because you do multi-attack, so you need D20s. No, don't roll all three at the same time. Just roll one.
13.
13 plus.
13. Plus 6.
13 plus 6, 19. That is not a hit.
Next one.
Oh no!
17 plus 6.
That is a hit.
Goodness.
Okay, roll up damage. What's the damage on that one? So that's with your dual axes,
Yeah.
and because it's your bonus action as it's your weaker hand, you don't get your +4 onto that. It's just 1d8.
Okay.
3.
3. Okay, that's 3 more damage. I mean, you and the miners are chipping away health off the Callycoo. And you get one final attack with your multi-attack. You do get to add your bonus to this one.
5.
And unfortunately, you miss with that one. The Callycoo's, the armour is just too strong. As it's got bigger, the leather armour it wears has just thickened up. The cloaks it's wearing are now, rather where they were just wool, they're now such thick wool, you're having trouble cutting through it and making significant dents into this. Dante.
Right. So, I've got 1 superiority dice left.
Okay.
Are you happy for me to flavour something with IO?
If you want to cook, you want to cook now. It's interesting. I assume
It feels like a fitting end to IO, to be honest.
4 and 20 blackbirds baked into a pie. Yes.
So my thinking is, I've got IO, I've got this 1 superiority dice left. Basically, what I want to try and do, and you can tell me how I want to do it, I'd like to use IO to just try and distract him. I'd like to use my movement to get up to him, and my action to climb up, so I'm sort of at his upper body area. So it's harder for him to attack me with an axe, and I'm
Okay.
closer to his head.
Right, and closer to the blood within. The neck. The
neck.
You know, if there's any,
Basically the
if that's a
neck.
nice artery, I don't know if vampires know this.
Only one way to find out. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
So we'll use the same sort of idea of Raven's mimicry, but change the text a little bit. So IO,
Because we haven't really transferred IO to 5.
no,
really,
it's
have
very
we?
difficult. So I'll say that he's got to make a DC check of 10 plus his intelligence to see if he can ignore IO's attack as he's doing that, and he cannot. So he is now distracted for when you're doing whatever you're doing.
So I want to
here.
run and climb up him.
Okay, so yeah, I'll make this check easier for you to do this.
Okay, movement up there, and then athletics.
Yep.
10 plus 7.
Okay, he's going to try. Let's see if he can shake you off. You are clinging to his shoulder. You are sort of
Oh, I
like.
got that far. Awesome.
Yeah, you've jumped up. Well, like 15 feet. His shoulder is probably at 10 foot. Like, well, maybe 11 foot. So, like, it's up there, but with a leap and a push off his knee, you've managed to clamber up and you're holding onto his shoulder.
I've just realised if I fall off, that's going to hurt quite a lot.
Well, not really. Your legs are only dangling. You're 6 foot tall. Your legs are only sort of 6 foot over in the air, so a fall wouldn't be
Oh, yeah.
huge amount. You're hanging down by your arm.
I'm like a story, though, aren't I?
You're like hanging off the edge of a first floor window. If you dropped, you're going to land on your ass more than severely hurt yourself.
Okay.
If you were standing on his shoulder, yes, you'd then be in a bit more danger because you're
Stand
hanging
on his
off.
shoulder.
Yeah, because you're hanging off, it's a little bit different.
So I'm up at his shoulder. My hands are on his shoulder height.
Your hands are on his shoulder height.
Am I on his front or back?
On his side.
On his side, right, okay. Cool. Well, I just reckon that'll be harder for him to attack me. He's going to have to drop one of his axes if he wants to rip me off.
Or just
Possibly.
axe you. And then you can move out the way and be like, why are you axing yourself?
No, you say you're going to ask yourself a question.
Yeah, I was just about to say that!
But I did. Right, okay, so Dante is now clinging onto the Callycoo, who then is attacked by Popov, who misses, unfortunately, swings his weapon. The miners do hit, though.
So mine has done the most damage.
Miners have done, yeah.
Out of us, Sumu's done the best with 3 damage.
Yeah, and the miners, once again, there's a couple more shots, chipping out the Callycoo, who's just shouting in pain, but doesn't seem to be relenting in any particular way. The Callycoo is
Are you
now...
saying he's not bothered? Is he bothered?
I'm not going to do catchphrases from a comedy show from 2004, no.
I mean, how much do we want to torpedo our podcast?
The miners miss completely. They can. Callycoo misses completely on the attack on the miners with his first attack, and with his second one, he is very successful. And we'll roll up the damage.
Maths!
And once again, yeah, sorry. I think it's I whisper them, so I bet the listeners can just hear me go.
Yeah.
8 plus 6 plus 2 is 4.
8 plus
and-
6 plus 2 is 4.
Well, that's the problem,
That's
isn't
the
it?
joke,
really?
isn't it? That I can't do it. Okay. Shush. Try to write a
5,
name
12, 18, 9,
Not
6,
helping.
6, 7, 8,
Okay.
9.
Shush. I've done it wrong now.
Success!
Right. Oh, no, yeah. Plus, shut up. I've got so many numbers.
Carry
in
the
there.
6.
And with his pick, he sliced it down into one of their stomachs, then backhands again with it, and 2 more of them are dead. There are only 3 of them left.
So he didn't do... The fact that I'm on him, he didn't do anything about it.
No.
Cool.
He is just fighting these miners. They're the only things that have hurt him. You haven't hurt him, so he's not really bothered by you. Also, there may be other reasons he's not bothered by you. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
You're so weak.
Touche. Touche.
How's Grot doing?
Grot is not going to be mentioned again this episode.
Yeah, boy!
You made your bed, lie in it. Right.
I literally have a bed up there to lie in.
You do. Right, we will deal with that, but that's going to be such a bigger issue to deal with. That's going to take us down such a rabbit hole.
Yeah, boy!
Okay, podcast breaking behaviour there. That was really, I really will have to have some time thinking about. Okay, Sumra.
Okay. I'm
Hello.
just going to attack again.
Yeah, okay, so first attack with your axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it up. You have to do this. you spend all the time just smiling at me, which is nice.
Cocked. Cocked dice.
Cock dice.
12 plus 6.
That's a miss.
You'd think it wouldn't be that easy to cock a dice in a dice tray, would you? 13.
You know that's a miss because you missed on the 13 last time, unfortunately.
4.
And just flailing around, Sumra is not able to hurt the Callycoo. It is
I think
able
I'm a
to.
bit dehydrated.
Yes, that's the issue. It's not that there's this big badass monster fighting everyone. It's that you need a
Are
drink.
you trying to hug him instead?
I mean,
Dante,
I'm not sure what I'm
you
doing
are
at this
on
point.
the Callycoo's arm.
I can't talk to Sumra. Fucking hell.
No.
And his arm. Movement to... Can I use movement to try and climb up further to his head?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, no, why am I rolling? Is that... do I
No,
need to
you're
roll?
gonna have to roll. Yeah, athletics.
A 12 plus a 7.
Yeah, you pull yourself up and you're now crouched on his shoulder, holding on to one of the feathers to sort of keep yourself still, and
Can
you're
you
by
feel-
his ear.
The heat coming off his fiery beard.
When you're near the bed, it's
I
not
think it was
actual
fire
fire.
in cut. I thought it was
Oh.
fire
Yeah.
in colour,
Was it a
wasn't
metaphorical and symbolic fieriness?
It was just died. It looks like.
Oh, right, it's gone out.
Insights to work out how much health he has?
Okay.
Is that a thing? Or yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, botch!
Well, lucky it was just on that, yeah.
It's lucky that's the moment to botch.
If
The
there's one
insight.
thing you say about Dante, he's consistently bad at that.
Dante thinks he's getting stronger every second. The Callycoo, more powerful.
Oh, right. Now, I have a sword. I have biting ability.
I think you know what you should do.
I'd like to try and slit his throat with the sword.
Okay.
Or is that just an attack? Or
Yeah,
is
you can
You could use...
yeah.
Yeah.
you can use what?
Because
Well,
unfortunately, you're not able to sort of stand up and fight properly. Like
So
the
if I-
shoulders, the shoulders big, but it's not.
Are you happy for me to... Would I need... I've got a superiority. I could do a precision attack. Would that...
You could, yeah, that bit, but like you're not gonna be able to just slit his throat because you're not able to get into a comfortable position to do this. You're trying to fight while clinging on to a moving creature that's also fighting.
All right,
so
well-
it's never going to be easy. So it's just going to be like a normal attack against him.
Right, I'll do a normal attack then, and I'll save the superiority dice in case I roll extremely badly. I suspect that I'm going to get one chance at this. Right. Ooh, a 6.
That is not going to hit the Callycoo.
I'm not going to add the precision dice to that. Second attack,
Okay.
a 10
Plus.
plus a 7. It's
not a hit.
Plus, I'm going to roll a precision. A precision strike. So I'm going to roll my last
Okay.
superiority dice for a 2.
And that adds up to 19 overall.
Yeah.
And that is not a hit.
Damn.
But the Callycoo is now aware of what you're doing up on his shoulder.
Hang on a minute.
How many miners are left?
3 miners are left.
Okay, good.
And a Popov. But the Callycoo hasn't got much time for miners right now. There is a distraction on his own shoulder that is going to have to be dealt with. But it's the miners' attack first.
Shit, who's got the grenades?
Oh, Grot.
Fuck!
So the Callycoo goes to attack the miners with a 9 plus. Oh, weather. Everything's so far away. Yeah, and that is a hit. So he goes, the miners, oh sorry, that's a miner's attack, so they do not hit. I've got that the wrong way around, idiot me. The miners go to attack and miss. Popov goes to attack, and he misses as well. So Popov and the miners are not able to help you this turn.
Fuck.
And it is the Callycoo's turn. Now he has some options, so I'm going to roll up to see what I think he's going to do.
I wasn't successful, just bear that in mind.
No, his annoyance is because a man's on his shoulder trying to stab him. He's not going to go, well, to be fair, he is shit. Okay. He is going to try and grab you. And he fails.
Ooh.
And then he's going to use his other attack to sweep at the miners again, because he can't use both hands for that.
Well, see, so how was he grabbing? Was he grabbing me with that one of the axe hands or whatever?
Yeah, he was just trying to grab you with it and just sort of force you off. Right. And he's going to sweep the pick at the sorry, not an axe. He's going to sorry, it is an axe. It's a war axe thing. Keep saying pick, I mean axe. He's going to sweep his axe. Oh, fucking hell! At the miners again. And that is 12. And one more of them dies.
They're doing better.
Fuck.
There are
This
two
guy
miners.
is lethal.
There are 2 miners left. And it is Sumra's turn.
Okay, can I do a perception just to see what's actually around me? Because you mentioned we're kind of...
You did a perception last time. There's nothing around. There's a few buildings. You're in a little small village.
What are in the buildings nearby? What are the buildings?
There's villagers' houses.
Grot's in one of them.
And the Jerem Smokehouse about 70 foot away, where you saw Grot run inside earlier. And I'm telling you now, Grot has not come out of there. Nothing is you've no idea what's happening in there.
Where do
The last episode, the Grot special next week is going to be interesting.
Do I see any place that I think I could grab some very heavy rope?
No.
No?
There's no this is not a place for equipment. This is where people live.
I'm going to attack again.
Sorry, yeah. There's apart from the giant beast to fight, there's very little going on.
Okay.
Yeah, go for the attack.
Yep.
Roll it up.
19.
Yeah.
That is a hit. Roll up the damage. 1d8 plus 2, is it?
The black one. That's a D8. 5.
5.
Plus 2, it's 7. Okay. You hit him and roll again.
Cock dice. Fucking hell.
It's because the dice thing's really on someone's lap.
4.
That's a miss. And roll the last one.
7.
That's a miss as well. So you do some damage, but not an awful lot. Sorry about that noise. Someone accidentally punched a microphone.
Is your plus a +2? Was it?
Is it 8 plus 2 your damage? Or have I got that wrong with the...
Plus 4.
Oh, plus 4. Sorry. So another 2 off.
That's why I was punching mics because I was so angry.
Trying to check. Dante, your turn. You're up on the Callycoo shoulder.
Bonus action to try and pull it, or is it full action to try and pull his headdress off?
That'll be a full action. It's huge.
Right. I'll try and pull his headdress off.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him here. I want to try and put it on.
At the moment you can't because it's huge.
3.
3. No, he's confused now. You're yanking at his hat.
He's just thinking it might be something to do with his power. I don't know.
You could try and use it to steer him into things. Like it's a big steering wheel.
You haven't tried speaking to him yet, which is interesting. I'd let you do that as a bonus action if you wish to speak to him.
You're a Variloka, remember? You could feign superiority.
Do you have any of that ash left?
I think I might have ingested all of it.
No, there's probably a bit left in the bag.
Do you want to try shoving it down his throat?
I could try and rub it in his eyes.
Like,
But then it may be quite powerful.
I just try random things. Oh, I just shit on him. Should I just shit on him? It's like random.
Trying to blind him somehow.
I like the thought of Dante up there looking through his pockets and things going, what could I use all this for? Up
Do
to
it.
you.
Okay.
Just because I think he's quite strong and dangerous and we need to do something quite quickly.
I whisper, because I don't really have any choice, in his ear, I am the masterless one. Do my bidding. Calm down.
Roll me a d20.
A 2.
Okay.
Fuck! Why don't we put it down here?
What's your persuasion? Or is that what you're using, persuasion? Or
Yeah. 5.
plus 5? Well, I won't tell you what he rolled, but the Callycoo takes a knee.
Oh.
He didn't roll very well.
Oh. Has combat stopped?
The miners haven't stopped, but the Callycoo has stopped. The miners are lining up to attack again.
If only you could tell them to stop.
Yeah, if only I had a voice. Is that my turn over?
Yes.
What would the paladin do when they see someone taking a kney?
Attack more.
Really?
Well, this
Well,
is a
no,
being
just-
of
yeah,
monster
yeah,
that's
it's-
monster
yeah. Oh, yeah, I
against
suppose.
seven
It is.
monsters. Yeah, I think so.
But then you had a go at me for killing a defenseless...
Killing a miner, a defense.
Look at his head! Look at his head! Look how he thinks!
Yeah, but they were evil at that time because they were trying to kill us. That's evil
And
in my
now,
books.
and now Dante's got a pet. He's really happy.
I've already got a pet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder which one you're going to find more use for: the giant monster or the bird you forget about all the time. I mean, Dante sat on the shoulder of a 15 to 20 foot monster running around. It's a terrifying thought. Right. It is the Callycoo's go, and the Callycoo is going to hold position. The miners are going to attack him, and they miss and pop off. And they're not able to cut through his armour. They're not able to get a decent shot on him. His armour his cloaks shroud round him, and he's able to protect himself from these strikes. Sumra.
Can I see any bits where there is an armour on the body?
Not. He's just shrouded in these cloaks.
Okay. I'm going to attack again.
Okay, you could climb up on him as well if you wanted. He's now taken a knee.
I might climb up as well.
I think now's
Can
the
I
point.
climb up and attack?
Yeah,
What would
yeah,
that be?
yeah. You could do a movement to get on top of him. Yeah, now he's lowered down. He's almost easy to climb.
I think now's the point you should have your conversation with Dante.
Can I see that Dante's controlled him and...
You've seen Dante speak to him. Yeah, you can see Dante's mouth moving.
Okay. So I've seen Dante speak to him
I see.
and he's taken the knee.
Yeah, he's knelt down at that point.
Okay. I'm then going to take a step back and shout up at Dante. What's going on, sister?
Unfortunately, Dante is not able to respond.
What does Dante do? I mean, he can respond.
He
just not
can't
maybe-
respond verbally, but would Dante respond in any way to that?
Shrug his shoulders.
Okay.
So what was the question?
What's going on?
What's going on? You've just spoken to this creature and it's gone to one knee. I'm wondering what's happening.
Dante, it is your turn. The cat you hear in your head thousands of whispers,
Yeah.
and I need you to roll a d20 wisdom check.
Lucky you got that plus.
Which was it?
I don't know.
What are you asking for?
Because I couldn't see it. 'Cause I picked it up.
You picked it up before looking at it.
Yeah, but I can't because it's over there. I can't see it. 17.
Look how much better
And-
it's worked out.
The voices are all shouting at you, but you're not. You don't have to listen to them.
What are they shouting?
They are telling you, use the beast, destroy the smokehouse. Use the beast, destroy the smokehouse.
This most. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, again, that was almost borderline a rap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? That one.
Use the beast, destroy the smokehouse. All these voices whispering it to you. The beast must destroy the smokehouse. Use the beast to get rid of the Vryloka.
Ooh.
Am I the Vryloka?
Can I ask everyone to leave the room? Apart from you.
I was a bit upset. Yes, of course.
So it's just me and you.
Yes.
So I'm up on his shoulders.
Yeah.
I've said something and he's done my bidding. So he's calmed down.
Yep.
Can I start? Can I roll a couple of insights because I want to work out what's going on?
You can roll an insight.
One insight.
One insight.
Okay. Can I roll an insight to see if I think if I drank his blood, it would have a similar effect to, or what kind of effect it would be
Okay.
on me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a 10 plus minus 1, I guess. For
Insight. No, insight's intelligence, isn't it? Not wisdom. I think your insight's all right.
Well, just 1.
So, you know he's not Vryloka,
Yeah.
so the drinking of the blood, you think it will just replenish your health. You don't see them drink the blood to take them over. It's a thing with the vials and having that power over them seems to have something to do with the vials of blood.
Right.
When you saw your master being taken over, it wasn't a drinking ceremony that took him over, so you don't believe it would give you power over him that way. It seems like you already have this power over him.
And do I think that is just because I am a Vryloka, or...
That you're not quite sure will be another insight check, and unfortunately, before the miners would have another go at singing, you haven't got time to puzzle that one out. I'm going to need to know what your action is. So, Dante, I'm going to need your action now. You can either get off him or give him orders. What are you going to do?
So I'm whispering.
Yeah.
And we've already established that the people on the ground can't hear what I'm saying.
Nope, your voice is too hoarse.
Okay. I whisper, attack the paladin.
Oh, okay. Right. Interesting. And anything else you're going to do?
Well, depends on...
He starts to rear up immediately back into anger.
Oh, right, so I don't have to roll. He's just doing it.
No, he's following your commands.
Oh, right. I'd like to try and slide off him to the ground as if I've been thrown off.
Okay.
So...
Roll me up a bluff now, and then if it's believable, I will not let Sumra... I will just tell Sumra what's happened as fact.
I don't think I have any inspiration points or anything, do I?
I don't believe so at the moment.
So it's deception, is it?
Deception, sorry, not bluff, deception.
13 plus 2.
And that is a pass. And we'll invite the others in the room. So...
Back in the room.
All right, DM. Right. So, you see Dante attempting to control this beast. The Callycoo then rears up in the air. Dante is flung free. And the Callycoo turns to attack Sumra.
Do I need to roll damage?
No, the Callycoo's on one knee. You weren't high enough to take damage. You were all right. Okay, and the Callycoo is now going to attack you, Sumra, with 2 attacks. The first one is a 19, and that is a hit. And you take 18 damage off that first hit. Okay, and the second attack is a 2 and misses you. The Callycoo has, whatever reason, has beelined for you now.
Yep, I can guess why.
Death stares.
Why's that happen,
So,
Sumra? Why did that happen, Sumra?
Sumra, the player may have suspicions, but Sumra, the character, as far as she has seen, Dante has been actually flung off the back of the Callycoo. So, as far as she has seen, Dante has just been thrown off and away. She may have her suspicions about Dante's motivations, what's happened, but she has no proof at the moment. I'd like you to remember that going forward. Okay, the miners are now going to attack the Callycoo again. The miners miss. Popov, he misses as well, and it is back to Sumra.
Okay.
So Sumra got hit by this axe attack with 18 damage.
18 damage.
Sumra, are you bleeding?
It smashed across into her shoulder. You felt the metal of your pauldron.
Probably lost an
crumple into
arm.
But how? What's your
your health at the moment?
I lost an arm. Okay, that's canon.
7
Your health. You got 7 health left.
out of 59.
Oh my
Yes,
god!
so you gash, bleeding everywhere.
I didn't know what your health was. You gave nothing away when you took that damage. You were just like, okay, well that's fine. Yeah, you are severely wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
You hear Dante shout, "Run!" Oh, not shout, because I can't shout.
You don't hear Dante at all.
Yeah.
Okay, Sumra, it is your turn.
I am gonna run.
Okay.
Um,
Where?
What looks like the best direction to... Are there any like cliff edges, or it's just open
No,
ground?
there's the river. You know, there's the river where
Okay.
you came, where they came across before. You've seen
How
the
far
river.
away am I from the river?
You would have to do 2 turns of double movement.
I'm running for the river.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, don't forget you're in melee range of the Callycoos. You'd have an opportunity attack if you ran away. He gets a free attack on you.
You can disengage as an action.
So you can disengage. You can move back and run for one part of your turn.
Or you can risk it for a biscuit and do a double movement.
I'm going to disengage and then run.
Okay, you are 30 feet away, but if the Callycoo chooses to, he will be able to attack you next turn.
And I can't prepare myself, like, defensively?
Not if you're going to disengage.
It's an action, so you could, if you didn't do that, you could guard.
But he's just going to step up and go to attack you again. You are in a dilly of a pickle.
So, okay. Can I run?
The other place that...
Can I run through...
The only place you get away from him, the only building that looks sturdy is the smokehouse.
Into the smokehouse.
Okay,
Can I get into the smokehouse?
You'll be
or
at the door on this turn. He will get to attack you before you go in there, but you'll be right on the door if you aim for the smokehouse.
Be right on the door.
So
And that's if I disengage and
run.
move.
If you double move, you'll be in the smokehouse, but he has got a chance of killing you at that point. I didn't know you had 7 health. You fuck, son.
I'm going to disengage and go to the smokehouse.
You are at the smokehouse's doors. If the Callycoo chooses its turn to chase you down, it will have 2 attacks before you go in there. It depends what the Callycoo decides to do. So if the Callycoo for some reason had a death wish for you, you might be in bother, sunshine.
Why would it have a death wish for you?
Can
It's
I
so
change
weird.
my action?
Right, I'll give you one final change on this action, because this is the 3rd thing you change it to.
I'm going to double move.
You're going to take the risk?
I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to gamble.
Risk if you're a bit
Mathematically, it makes sense.
Mathematically, it makes sense. 1 opportunity attack versus 2 attacks. This does make sense. Oh, that was when it...
Yes, foul!
And
I'm dead.
No, that's...
the Callycoo has rolled a formal game of 3.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Sumra sprints away.
Oh, thank God, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Oh no, even with the pluses, it's not going to... Yeah, but the Callycoo has plus 19. No, sprints away, and Sumra is inside the smokehouse.
Okay.
You are now out of the fight for the seconds, and we're going to stay out here. Dante, it is your turn.
I'm going to run to the smokehouse.
Okay, and we will pick up this next week, where we'll see what our 3 intrepid heroes, have you heard the inverted commas I put on that, are now in the smokehouse. But we'll be starting next week without Sumra and Dante there. I'm going to make them sit off podcast in a room together, just the 2 of them, while I talk to Grot, because I like to create awkward situations off mic. So while I'm talking to Grot, just know that Sumra and Dante will be alone, sitting in a bedroom together, having to have an awkward conversation, pretending this doesn't matter to either of them.
I don't see the awkward at all.
No, I don't think anyone knows what's going on here at all. Thanks for listening, and thanks for playing, Sumra.
That's all right.
Because you're fucked.
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.